So, is today's shave really needed? After 2 passes with Merkur Progress on setting 4? Probably not, but is setting 5 going to be too harsh for this level of stubble? Let's find out. Welcome again to Wicked Week of Merkur Progress, and today it will be setting number 5. So, because I don't have a lot of growth, I'll just do a quick can foam lathering. I'll just wet my face a little bit and see is one pass with setting number 5 going to be sufficient. So, as we already saw, the aggression increase with Merkur Progress is very mild. So it's not like jumping from setting 2, setting 3 to setting 4, something ridiculously aggressive. It's not. And the comfort of the shave was impeccable, I must admit. I didn't, quite honestly, feel any sort of discomfort on shaving with higher settings. I was overpressing a little bit, so there was some aftershave burn afterwards, but still I didn't have any cuts or nicks, not even the slightest weeper, so this razor really seems promising, and I'm also curious how the setting number 5 is going to work, so that would be it. Now please tell me in the comments what you expect from higher aggression razors. Do you expect to have everything cleaned just in single pass? Do you use more aggressive razors just because of the coarseness of your beard and the level of whiskers which is being cut? So maybe it's just the clogging issue? And I need to check to make sure that it is number 5 actually, because I don't have any subjective feeling of aggression, so it seems to be working as expected. I'm paying a little bit more attention to not press hard. And the shave dynamics is almost the same. So I had a small pimple and I just bumped with the razor, and due to large gap I almost felt like speed bump. Yeah, you see, I nicked myself. So this is just my lack of attention. And of course, when you have a larger blade gap, any mistake you made will be punished, so it doesn't seem like a cut, it's more like a blade bump, you know. I just touched myself inconveniently with the razor blade and it started to bleed. So I could say it is a little bit closer on the first pass. So for everyday shaves, for single pass, for just one tiny cleanup before going to work, I guess that you could fairly be fine with this. So even across the grain I feel a little bit of stubble, but not that much. So definitely there is a little bit of improvement compared to setting 4. It is still capable to achieve the same level of efficiency as some other razors. Truth to be told, I don't think so. Because the razor head is such shaped that it simply drives blade away from your face. So I think that how much you try, you will definitely be incapable of reaching the same level of closeness. For example, if you have like the flat growing beard like myself. And for the cleanup I will still go with number 5. See, this time a little bit more careful. Now I feel a bit of blade chattering, almost like it's not that firmly tight like it was before, but in overall I don't feel any discomfort in the shave, and the smoothness is still great. So I would say that number 4 will be just a tiny bit less efficient, but without risk of doing this. So what a way to end this week with style. I mean the calendar week, not the week with Merkur. I will still try to use it like at least 5 or 6 times, you know. So maybe it won't be from Monday to Monday, but... And I will change the blade after this round. Just to avoid the same mistake I made with the Roca. Because it was very efficient razor. And it was cutting nevertheless, but still it caused a little bit of blade burn afterwards due to micro degradation. And going against the grain, I didn't get much inefficiency. I'm just getting that need to be more precautions. Now I feel like the blade is just jumping over my skin. Don't have that much of a growth right now. Not much of leftovers on the second pass. So, at least for myself, just respecting the growth patterns and using appropriate razors. There is no need to exceed for some crazy levels of aggression, you know. You don't need like 2 mm of blade gap or 0.5 mm of blade exposure. You can use a straight razor instead, so if that is what you like. So far I can confirm that even with this canned shaving foam, and the comfort of the shave is no less, nevertheless. So. Maybe with some other razors you would require more preparation or more water, but seems that this one is dealing just fine. So clean up the nose area. Now I felt it here because I dropped my razor. And I feel like the blade is losing its touch. With more exposure and more gap, I feel like that it's still leaving some leftovers. So let's leave this, try the aftershave, and let's make the final verdict. Okay. What is alcohol going to say? Yeah, I guess that blade is dying a little bit. I would say much faster than in Roca, so if that matters. Still, I can confirm it was the last time my own fault. I will rinse the razor to show you. So having the setting number 5, I actually had a little bit less of that tingling feel compared to number 4, so it doesn't mean that with the higher settings you will have much harsher shave. Also, it won't be that much efficient. But still, I think I reached my point, at least in terms of how much attention I want to pay during shaving. But so far, it seems that... oh, seems like a little bit of vapors just protruding. So, this scaling from 1 to 5 actually killed my blade. So, with the next one, I'll try to stick with the one setting which worked well, and that is setting between 3 and 4. So, see you next time and stay well.